Hi, I'm Steve from Chelworth Windows. I'd like to give you a few tips on installing one of our French doors. The first thing to do is to make sure that you fix the frame securely and level in both directions by using the spirit level on the face of the frame and on the edge of the frame. Once you're satisfied that the frame has been securely fastened, the next thing to do is to fit the glass. All of our doors and windows are internally beaded for additional security. First thing to do is to remove the beads. Let the glass in, these should pop out quite simply just by pushing on the side of the bead and removing them like so. I've wedged the door open just to make it easier to demonstrate the fitting of the glass, but we would normally do this with the door closed and locked in position. Your door is supplied with a selection of glazing packers of various thicknesses. These are used to centre the glass within the frame. You start by using two large glazing packers on the bottom of the frame and one on the bottom of the upright on the hinge side. Now we come to the glass itself. For the best thermal performance, it's important to make sure that the label faces into the room. Start by offering the bottom of the glass into the frame on top of the glazing packers, being careful not to dislodge the one on the hinge side. Then we centre the glass in the frame using additional glazing packers all the way around. It's very important when installing the glazing packers to pay particular attention to the top corner here and the bottom corner here next to the hinge, as additional support across here will stop the door from dropping and make sure that the lock works correctly. Once you're happy that the glass is wedged tightly all the way around, you can now fit the bead. There is a lip on the back of the bead which simply fits into the channel around the edge of the frame. Start with the top bead, force the lip in, hold it tightly, and if you tap it with a hammer, it should go straight in, and you'll hear a click to make sure it's in there securely. If you've wedged in the glass correctly, the door should now open and close without fouling on the lock on the top or the bottom of the frame. If you need to make further adjustments to the height of the door, you can do so by removing the cap on the bottom of the hinge and then using a 4mm Allen key in the bolt. Rotating this will raise or lower the door. It's also worth noting that as you do this, the top of the hinge goes in and out. This is to increase or reduce the compression on the gasket. Further adjustment on the hinges allow you to bring the doors closer together or further apart, so that you can set the gap between the two doors to about 3mm. In order to access this adjustment, you need to open the door. Inside the hinge, in the middle, is a small clear plastic tag. By pushing on that with a screwdriver, the outer flap will open, revealing a bolt. By putting a 5mm Allen key in the bolt, you can move the door backwards and forwards. At Chelworth Windows, we manufacture our French doors with 4 hinges per side for additional strength and security. So when you're making adjustments, it's important to make sure that you adjust all the hinges equally so that one isn't holding all the weight. The features on these hinges that I've just explained to you aren't just there for installation purposes. They're designed so that you can return to them at any time in the future to make any small adjustments that you feel necessary. I hope you found this information helpful. If you need any more assistance with setting up your door, then don't hesitate to give us a call.